Welcome to Chicago Jewish Cafe. Today we have an honor and pleasure to talk to Ye Soe Yoon, who is running for Illinois 17th District as a Republican, conservative Republican, as a state representative. Ye Soe Yoon is a journalist, commentator. She has her own channel, which is fairly popular, and she works for Skokie as a human relations commissioner for Village of Skokie. She received her master's degree in public administration from DePaul University, and Ye Soe, if I pronounce your name correctly, welcome to Chicago Jewish Cafe.
Thank you so much, Jewish Cafe, for inviting me, Alexander. This is first time actually I'm getting interviewed by a Jewish community, and I thank you for that.
Well, thank you for finding time to talk to us. Now, the reason I wanted to talk to you is because you advertise on your website as a conservative Republican,
Hmm.
and
Correct.
also I looked at your chance of winning against the Democratic candidate, and it does not
Hmm.
strike me as a very good, very high chance of you becoming actually a representative. Am I wrong?
Well, I know that our district is quite a bit of blue. A lot of people are Democratic, but I have a right to spread awareness to other people. And also, if you take a look at the on the ballot, there is another candidate who is a Christopher, I think, Chris, and he's from Green Party.
Okay.
So we have three candidates for this election.
So one is Democrat, one is Green Party, and you are Republican, right?
Correct.
Now, I have to say that besides of what I already said about you and that I'm just interested in hearing what you have to say, I myself personally lean toward your positions on many issues,
Mhm.
but maybe not on all. So why don't we take one step at a time? But before we're going to go,
Mhm.
and I'm going to ask you about your position, I'd like to
Mhm.
learn something about you. Uh, from what I understand, and I may be wrong, you're of Korean descent,
Yes, correct. I came from South Korea.
from South Korea.
Mhm.
Uh, Now, President Trump advocates America First policy, which
Mhm.
negatively affects some Asian countries. What is your feeling about it?
Well, uh, as American, I'm a U.S. citizen. That's why I can run. You have to put America first. I like Korea, but if they're doing wrong against the United States, I don't agree with them.
Well, I do
Um,
not. I do not know if Korea actually. First of all, let me put it so we see each other all the time instead of just jumping this way and that way. The I do not know when you say Korea, you mean you see South and North Korea as one?
no, right now we're separated, so I would say South Korea, North Korea, different countries
Okay,
and
so
different regimes.
I do not I did not hear Trump saying anything negative about either South Korea or North Korea. In fact, North Korean guy he actually called
Mhm.
almost brother. What is your feeling about it?
Well, I think it's brother in what way? You have to look at what way. If you look at superficially, then it will look like, oh, he's really thinking about him as a brother. But in my opinion, he's calling him brother because I am trying to have a special relationship with you to negotiate deeper. That's how I perceive.
Okay. In any case, that's good. So it's brother conditionally defined, not
Exactly.
unconditional brotherhood. Right.
Right. Hmm.
Now, you've been interviewing many other people on your channel, right?
Hmm. Right. Correct.
Which is Global Leaders Network on Win TV
Hmm.
and Public Channel 24/5. And you
Yes.
also, it says here, you enjoy opera singing.
Yes.
Wow. It touches me. It touches me. Yes. Very, very nice. Where did you study singing?
I study vocal lessons from my BA bachelor degree at NEIU, Northeastern Illinois University. That's how I started. I actually once majored in voice, but I decided to minor it, even though I took a lot of classes because I want to graduate quickly. So I got out of a degree majoring in communication media, but I almost completed almost most of my vocal lessons.
Wow. Well, maybe, if our paths will cross sometime in the future, maybe you'll give me some points on how to sing. I
Oh,
would
you know
appreciate.
what? I went to Israel 2 years ago. I love Israel. And I sang, and someone taught me one song. It was like this. Evero shalom avelech. Evero
Alehem.
shalom
Wow,
avelech.
you're great. You're just absolutely fantastic. Excellent. Thank you. This is good points. Of getting those few Republican Jews that may be watching it to vote for you. I already am convinced that I'm going to vote for you. But let's
Thank
talk a little bit more because um, what would you like to do for the 17th district as a representative in House of Representatives?
Yes, very good question. Right now, there's a movement for defunding the police. I would like to protect our police first so that we have a security and we have a safe villages and city for you and I and our children. So that's my priority. And second of all, I would like to promote small businesses. you know we have a lot of broadcasting companies like you and my company, not my company but the Win TV, the one that I'm in right now, and other companies as well. And we need help. We need help, especially COVID-19 this time. So I would like to promote them and giving uh, more benefits, such as like a Trump administration try to cut the tax on small businesses and also individual. That's what I'm going for. That's what I'm going for.
Well, this is nice because my understanding is that many people and businesses are leaving Illinois.
Right.
Are you saying that Illinois is not business friendly state?
Mm, not anymore. So you guys have to really watch out for this time progressive tax. It, they will ask you to say vote on yes or no on the ballots, asking you, do you agree fair tax? It's not fair tax. It is unfair tax to you. So this is not a gateway to raise tax every year. So I would like to ask you guys that if you can, please vote no on
When you
progressive
say
tax.
you guys, what do you mean?
Your community and my community and all of us to.
Because I thought that you see two guys here, one guy and another guy.
You, but it says there Jewish cafes. I will
Right.
assume
On
that a lot
top
of
it
Jewish
says Jewish
cafes.
cafe. That you presume that there's more than one guy sitting here, right?
Yeah, I assume there are a lot of people gonna watch this.
But you see the difference between Koreans and Jews is big.
Mhm.
Jews never think alike. Very rarely two Jews will think the same way. You know, there's a saying, two Jews,
Mhm.
three opinions.
Mhm.
So when you talk to Jews, you need to talk differently than to Koreans, because to Koreans you find one central element and you can talk to Koreans about this and around it, and we'll get to it, you know. But I'm not talking about uh, what to say. You know, you'll say whatever you want to say.
Mhm.
So Illinois has one of the highest tax rates in the nation,
Mhm.
and you'd like to what, reduce it?
Reduce it.
Okay. And where will Illinois get the money instead of these taxes?
Exactly. So we have to do pension reform. The reason that we had to raise taxes every year is because of pension. I'm not talking about regular pension, the people who have like $50,000, $60,000 a year. I'm talking about the pensions above $100,000. There are a lot of actually public officers. They hire their relatives, their friends, and they're getting their pretty good pensions, like $100,000, and they're getting raised every year, like 3%. So that's why. Uh,
Low.
mhm.
So what did you
Yeah.
say?
So okay, can you stop recording? Mhm.
Let's.
Yeah, we have to reduce tax. That's only possible if we can reform pension. So I talked about previously that we have to uh, actually reform the tax pension on the people who have $100,000 above and 3% every year the raise. And that's crazy, you know? A lot of people are suffering and we have to pay taxes for them. That's ridiculous. So I would like to, implement uh, pension reform as soon as possible.
But that sounds to me not like radical enough, because I don't think it will stop the outflow of businesses from Illinois. Do you think
And
it will?
but and the first that one goes, we have to implement, because that's how we going to stop raising taxes. And then after that we have to give benefits to small businesses, so that they can sustain their work and produce more of their revenue. So that's what I'm going to go for, and I would like to cut their taxes and give more benefits towards small businesses.
Okay. Now let's get to the second question, and that is the question of gerrymandering.
Mhm.
What do you mean by that?
So right now, Illinois gerrymandering, Speaker Michael Madigan, using this gerrymandering to give more power towards Democratic Party. So when you look at the gerrymandering, the map, they it's not fair at all. It's only, so it's like here only Democratic, here Republican. So when you look at the state overall, Republican have less chance to represent any of the district, because how they divide the map.
Let
So
me
it
ask you.
should not be,
I
yes,
understand. Let
it
me
should
ask you a
not
question. If
be,
you
yeah.
if you were
Mhm.
given an opportunity to gerrymander the map, would
Mhm.
Republicans then win?
I think there might be more chances, and it should not be, uh, supported by a party. It should supported by the real map, like by villages, or it has to be.
Let's take a look
different
at
way.
let's take a look at Skokie and Evanston.
Hmm.
Skokie, it seems, belongs to different districts. Some
Hmm.
parts of Skokie belong to this district and some to this district.
18, yes, 17,
Why is that?
it's gerrymandering.
That is gerrymandering. So,
Yes.
for you, you would say Skokie would belong to this district in its entirety, right?
Yeah, it's better to do it that way, you know?
Okay. So this is one step, hopefully, in the right direction. By the way, you have a cute stamp here, paid for by friends of Ye Soe Yoon, and your first three letters are spelling yes,
Hmm.
YES, and then lowercase OE,
Hmm.
saying say yes to Ye Soe Yoon. Uh,
Yes.
but I have to say, that sounds good, but I have to say, then some people, like me, may read it, say yes, and then read OE as oi. Does it mean that after yes
Yeah.
there could come oi?
Yeah, I understand. My name is kind of confusing, but if it's too difficult, I will ask other people to say, call my name is Yes Yoon. Very easy. So
No, I have
that's
no
what I think.
problem with your name. I have no problem with your name. And by the way, probably it's spelled YE space and then SOE, right?
SOE. Yeah.
So it's Ye
Hmm.
Soe Yoon. But
Hmm.
I meant to say that in Yiddish, oi
Oi.
is an exclamation of some problem.
Oi. Illinois has oi.
Oi, yes. Oh, that's good.
Yes.
There it is. So now you can take this and put, let's remove oi from Illinois.
Yes. Let's remove oi from Illinois.
But then, okay, so that's good. It's up to you. But
Hmm.
let's get to this third point. We need solutions to the Reproductive Health Act.
Hmm.
What do you mean?
So Illinois General Assembly passed a law. Majority of them are Democrats. And my opponent, Jennifer Gorsuitz, she actually passed this laws too, which allows abortion up to 9 months.
Up to
With
nine? What do you
Yes,
mean up to 9 months?
so up to birth, they can still say yes, I want to get abortion, and with our taxpayers' money. So we
But
don't have enough money.
even if it's not taxpayers' money, I mean, I thought that after a while you can hear the heartbeat, you can hear the child moving there and things like this. What is it? Why? I thought it was like 3 months or something like this.
Yeah, it was 3 months and 4 months. But they think that the fetus is not a human being,
Yeah, not a human
and
being, huh? Mm.
they think that I think it's a human being. I think it's human being, and we have to consider it as another person. You
I
know.
mean, this is of course a very difficult issue, but why would she be so extreme as to go for 9 months? Why not stop at 3, 4 months? What's the problem with this 3, 4 months? Why needs to go all the way to ninth months?
So it's a woman's choice, according
Women's
to
choice.
them, women's choice to decide whether they want to keep this baby or not. But to be
Mm.
honest with you, this is not about them. It's another person. I love women too. I'm myself as a female. I understand them. They have struggles and obstacles. But government should not introduce bills to do wrong. Instead, we can recommend them to keep this baby, and maybe adoption, foster care. We can introduce that. But why do we have to suggest? not even just giving them rights to abort baby up to 9 months. That's almost like a human being. You know, they can feel and everything.
I'm not too familiar with biology of it, of physiology, or whatever you want to call it. But let me ask you a question. If a mother is killed or dies, let's say on the seventh or eighth months of pregnancy, would the baby there survive? Could baby survive?
Yes, 7 months, they can put, put them in incubator. So they have a chance to survive.
So at 7 months, the fetus
Even
would
five
be able,
months.
even 5 months could live,
Yeah, yeah.
even if mother is dead.
Uh, yes, but how there is a, I'm not really expert on this issue, but I believe there is a level that after she die, how long the baby can survive. But if mother is still survive, I mean alive, then I'm sure that if mother is about to die, they can take the baby out before mother dies.
This is very difficult issue. I mean, for Jews, and I understand for Catholics, this is very cut and dry. But for Jews, it's not really cut and dry in the same as for Catholics, because in Bible, there you can read certain things where the fetus is lost because a woman interferes in a fight between two men, and then the settlement or the court judgment has to go that the payment should be made for the problem that was caused. Now, if the Bible, according to our Jewish reading, would feel that this is a fetus, or that this is a baby, not simply a fetus,
Mhm.
then there could not be any talk about compensation or fine for that, or because death for death.
Mhm.
Because it's not like in
Yeah, all
Islam.
Catholic.
It's not like in
Mhm.
Islam where you kill somebody, you can save yourself by compensating the family, for the death. In Judaism, there's no such thing, death for death. Not according to modern Jews, but according to biblical uh, um, life, that was the case, and maybe in some cases, probably it still should be the case. But in any case, let's go further.
Mhm.
Uh, you want to limit the expansion of gambling and casinos to the ones in place and find a way to contract gambling. What does it mean to contract gambling?
Limiting the gambling.
What is it?
Limiting the number of gambling places, casino.
To contract, to
Yeah.
reduce, to reduce,
Yes,
to squeeze the
mhm,
gambling. Well, yeah, I'm all
exactly.
for it. Why? And what are the Democrats are proposing?
Because they passed this law, this bill, because they can get more money from casino industry and gambling industry. But in my opinion, if you take a look at the research, uh, gambling's uh, states, they have a higher rate of suicide and also bankruptcy and family division and mental illness and etc. and even security. So if you take a look at the revenue you make right in front of the, when you accept the gambling industry, then or you spend over the course of time to keep this revenue and industry in the state of, you may spend more than what you earn. So financially, I don't think this is a win-win. And also spiritually and physically and mentally, this is not good for our states. We should promote, we have really good land. So we can promote cornfield, agriculture, small businesses, trading, we have a good city too, but why do we have to become like Las Vegas, you know? So, you know, if you look at looters this time, looting and Antifa movements and defunding the police, all these movements are not really protecting our citizens, you know? So
Not
it's,
protecting. I mean, you just said looting. Is looting
yes, you're
in any
damaging our
shape
citizens.
protecting anybody? And they let out all of those looters.
Yes,
But when those looters want to come to her neighborhood, to the mayors of Chicago neighborhood, she screams bloody murder. I'm not going to let them in. But when
yeah.
they go to your or my neighborhood, she says that's okay. When those people came out with clubs in order to defend their neighborhood, she screamed, "This is racism."
Yeah.
No?
So, to be honest with you, Lori Lightfoot, the mayor, and J.B. Pritzker, I think that they're playing political game. It's all about power game. It's not about you and I.
Yeah, but power game. But do, do they understand that today
Do
people would be less likely to buy something in Chicago or to move business to Chicago?
well, if they think about that, they did not take this kind of action, and what they think about is their votes.
Hmm.
You know, or
Well,
I have to make sure I have to re-elect next time, so I have to make sure I have to satisfy my voter in this community. So it's like a transaction between, that community and candidate.
are there any voters in the mayors of Chicago community that would advocate looting and crime?
I don't think they're advocating the crime, but I think what they're doing is they're taking our safety away and defunding the police. If they agree, a lot of people will move out from Chicago.
But but you can reduce the power of police already, by making rewriting different orders and protocols for police. So police will not go as actively after criminals. You do not need to reduce the budget in order to reduce their effectiveness.
That's why we have to elect this time Republican candidate to protect your children and to defend our police.
Well, I'm going to vote for you. In
Thank
any
you.
case, nice meeting you, Ye Soe, and hopefully one day you're going to be in House of Representatives and maybe even higher.
Thank you so much.
You have a
Someday I
great.
want to sing in the Jewish Synagogue.
Go ahead.
Shalom,
Aleichem. Ereinu Shalom Aleichem. Very good. Anyway, you have a great
Yes.
day and the best of all.
Have a great day. Shalom.
Yes.
Shalom.